If you're looking for a secure and scalable solution for your AI ecosystem, this is the way to go. It's called Airia, and on this video, I'm going to show you how easy it is to build an AI agent with Airia. So let's get started. You can go ahead and sign up right now in this page, link in the description, and there's a free plan that you can start using right away with $10 credits so you don't hit those limitations. Once you like it and you feel it's the right fit for you, you can jump into a paid plan. Now let's go ahead and jump over to Airia's dashboard. This is the main dashboard with a quick overview. I would recommend that you get started watching this video, but after watching my video, you'll find out that it's way easier to get started. Now, to start off with a brand new project, head on over to projects and create a brand new project. Once you have a project, go ahead and open it up. Now, this is where you're going to create your AI agent. Now, I would highly recommend to get started, you should first go through all these steps right here. Setting up your models, data sources, prompts, use prompts, memories, knowledge graphs, and MCP tools before creating your AI agent. The reason for this is you're gonna avoid going back and forth. But we're gonna get started with an agent and you'll understand how easy it is to do everything. Not to worry. Let's go ahead and create a brand new agent right here. And I'm going to build a sentiment analysis agent to show you how easy it is. Now, this is the main builder interface for the AI agent. We have the input, we have the AI model, and the output. Now, I'm gonna do something really basic so you understand how this is going to work, okay? Now, you have several options to kick off the input. Those are gonna be over here in the interface. In the interface, you can get started with API, and trust me, with API, your imagination is the limit because you can connect this with anything. But if you wanna go with something simpler, they have the other interfaces. Go ahead and click on interface, and there's several ways to kick off your AI agent. You can kick off with Airia catalog. You can start a chat widget. You'll get the HTML code that you can embed on a website, and you'll have a chat widget ready to go to kick off the input of your AI agent. There's SharePoint chat widget. You can schedule this so you can kick this off automatically at a certain repeated time really easily with schedule. You got the email inbox where you can send out a specific email to this address and you can kick off the input. So there's several available options here, including Webhook, which is one of my favorites because it's just so easy to set up with anything you want. So if you want to send the input via Zapier, Pabbly Make, etc., it's super easy, even with Tool and MCP. Now that's for the input. Now for the actual AI model, it's this one right here. I am going to select this option right here, and it's going to open up the settings on the right. So first off, we have the model selection. As I mentioned in the beginning, that I recommend that you set up models, MCPs in the beginning, because you'll have a drop down here of all the AI models that you selected that you want to use. In this case, I will select GPT 4.1 Nano because it's going to consume a little amount of credits, and it's the best option to get started because when you are just testing, I would recommend that you don't waste credits with a large model, okay? Then you want to set up the instructions. I'm going to paste in the sentiment analysis tracker that I want to use for this purpose. So that is going to be my instruction. If you don't have this option to open up right here, go ahead and open up the prompt builder and add your agent specification right here. Let's go ahead and save this because we want to use this. Then on the bottom, we have the rest of the settings. For example, the context, a date and time context. So if that is something relevant for your agent, go ahead and turn this on. If you don't need it, go ahead and turn off. I would recommend turning off any setting that you are not going to need, so you save on tokens. Now, the next important option is over here on the tools section. Now, the AI model has the instructions, but you can pair this with tools, which is something that I think Airia hits its spot on. For example, in tools, I've already connected some MCPs depending on my use case. This is a sentiment analysis AI agent, so there's not many tools that I can use here that are relevant. But if this was something to provide support, information about, for example, bring back a conversation from Slack, since I have connected Slack right here, I can go ahead and search around Slack and find the conversation or something that we talked about, and it could be relevant depending on what you create your agent for. Or for example, searching the web or a calculator or get the latest video or etc. In this case, I will connect the web so it makes it more powerful in case it needs to look for something when it provides the output, right? But you can connect as many tools as needed right here. Now, I also recommend that you jump into this specific tool. And again, you have several options available here. Only keep on the ones that you are going to need. So if you don't need something here, just go ahead and turn it off. In this case, I'm just testing, so I'm okay with these tools, all right? So let's go ahead and close this up. We're good to go. If you are ready, you can go ahead and publish this. If you're not ready, you can go ahead and click on this play button and kick off the playground to talk to it and see how it's going to perform. So let's go ahead and do that right now. So I can go ahead and just like a chat style, this would be a simulation of the input. So if you connect your chat bot over there on your website and you kick it off, it's the input. But in this case, we're doing it manually just for testing purposes. So I'm going to say, I love this. Okay. So remember, this is a sentiment analysis. So it could be something like, hey, you know what? I am really mad about this. I need support. I need to talk to your manager. Then the sentiment analysis is going to do its job. So right now it knows that it's expressed and it's positive. So we're good to go. We got the results that we wanted. Now, what can you do with this? Maybe if you get a sentiment analysis that is negative, maybe the next step will be send out an email and notify me right away. And that could be a use case that you can use the AI agent for. So that is just a quick overview of how the agent is going to work. Let's go ahead and publish this, and that should create the version 2 for this agent. So what is this good for? Let me go ahead and make a quick change right here on the prompt builder, just to give you an idea of how this is going to change. So just say positive and negative for results. So I'm making just a simple change right here, and I'm going to publish this again, and that's going to create version 3. Now, why am I doing this? Because I want to show you the use case. So over here, I can kick off and compare in the playground. So I can test 2 of these versions. So I got version 3 over here, and I got version 3 over here. I'm going to change it to version 2. And I'm going to test this with the same chat. I love this, all right? So what is this going to do? It's going to kick off 2 models, and we're going to get 2 results, and we got it right here. So this one just responded positive, which is the updated one. And this one just provided a phrase for us where it says it's positive, but we got more details. And over here, we got the amount spent and the time that it used. So you get to analyze this and see what works best for you, all right? So it's a really good option to use. Plus, you also get the option to view logs. So if you want to view more details to understand what happened, this is a really great option. Let's hit exit right here. And here we go. That is like the basic AI agent that you can create right now, but you can turn this into a super powerful system. You can add more into your canvas by clicking on this option, and you can add in between steps, even add data sources that are relevant. For example, if this was a support bot, I can add details from my website. I can upload files. I can bring in from the email or personal files. So for example, if I already have a database of support questions that I have ready to go, I can add those in the data source. There's also tools that you can implement into here. These are tools that I've already integrated with, and you can add a new tool right here. You got your actions to create actions here. Again, depending on your use case, these will be relevant or not. The flow control, memory, you can connect this with other agents inside of Airia. So for example, if you need to make a switch between a support agent into the sales agent, go ahead and use this option here. You got your code blocks and data formatter. So several available options to make this super powerful. Now, let's head on out of here of the agent builder, because as I mentioned before, I would recommend that you get started right here when you open up your account, because you want to connect everything that you're going to need so you save time when building your agent. For example, inside of models, these models will be available to use depending on the ones that you select previously. Like I'm going to do right now. I'm going to add a brand new model, and I have several available models right here provided by Airia. And if I want to select one of these, just go ahead and select it. For example, Claude 4 Sonnet. I'm going to select it. Let's go ahead and add it. And I have the option to use the Airia universal key or add my own key. So it's up to me what I want to use and set up the rest of the options. I'm going to use this in all my projects, not just the specific one. Let's go ahead and add this right now. And that will be available for me to start using in the agent builder. So you get the idea now, right? Then you got your data sources that you can add right here. For example, data sources, I got my Dropbox connected here. So if I need to fetch files inside of Dropbox in the agent, this will allow it to do it because I've connected the data source. I got some website information, some uploaded files, the emails, user personal files, etc. If I need to add a new source, go ahead and click on add data source. And there's several available data sources that you can connect to make your agent really powerful. Next, we have prompts. So if you want to create prompts, you can do so right here. These will be ready to start using if you create them previously. You got your user prompt, similar. You got your memories, you got your knowledge graphs, and you got your MCP and tools, which is super important. This is one of the most crucial parts when building a really powerful AI agent. So in the MCP tools, you'll want to go to the new tool option right here. And this is where we're going to find all the available tools. So there's several available tools that you can connect to so you can grab data from there. For example, Airtable MCP. So if you have several data tables created on Airtable and you got some support questions, you got some files, you got some details, you got a list of clients, phone numbers, etc. Well, you can go fetch those with the AI agent here on Airia when you connect it to this. And again, it's depending on your use case. You got Grafana, HubSpot, Microsoft Graph, all the most popular ones, Stripe, Slack, Zapier, several of these that you can connect to. So it's super easy and practical. Once you go through all this process right here, creating your agents is going to be a breeze. So it's super easy. And on the left, you have all the available projects that you've created over here. You got your evaluation, you got your components. Again, for the models, prompts, MCP servers, tools, etc., will be available here. Again, I do recommend that you set these up, and your knowledge. You got your data sources, memories, and knowledge graphs all available right here. So as you can see, building an agent here in Airia, it's super easy. Now, I don't know what you're waiting for. Sign up right now, check out their pricing plans. And as I mentioned, you can start off for free right now and kick off when $10 credits on sign up. So that means that you don't need to pay for anything to kick it off and start using it right away. And if you need to scale, go ahead and jump into a paid plan. So I hope you liked this video. Let me know in the comments what you think about Airia and what you would like to see in the future. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that little bell notification to get notified when new videos come out. And that's a wrap.